You left your homeland thinking you make some money abroad and return rich and happy. Although I'm talking specifically about India in this video because this is my story, you tell me in the comments below about your return to the homeland, whether you're from Nigeria or Mexico or wherever else your route lies. Because the brutal truth is, my friends, that the home you left a decade ago does not exist. I've got friends all over the world, in North America, in Europe, Singapore, and even the Middle East. Most of us started with the same romantic goal. We'll work abroad for about 10 years, we'll earn money, and then return to India to serve our country. But when the 10 years are nearly up, we hesitate. Not so much to go back to India, but about working again in India. Why? Because the working culture in India is so vastly different from what we've grown used to abroad. Long hours, strict hierarchies, slow decision-making, and endless firefighting. Suddenly, the idea of fitting back in the Indian workplace feels exhausting, sometimes even terrifying. And retirement, which you hadn't even considered, probably starts looking sweeter, because there's no corporate pressure, no endless emails, no rigid routines, just the freedom to live life on your own terms. But even that dream comes with a fine print, like everything else in life. So today, my friends, let's explore the 3 realities that no one tells you about the NRI return. The first one is the myth of nostalgia. Many of us dream of returning home, imagining it just as we had left it, familiar, comforting, and affordable. We live frugally abroad, we save a decent pot of money, thinking it'll buy us the life that we want to live in India. We imagine retirement in the most glorious of places, in the hills of Himachal, in the beaches of Goa, or the greenery of Kerala. But here's the thing, my friends. These places are often more romanticized than real. Not all of us grew up in these places. We have no real connections with these places. We don't know anybody around here. So much so, even if you have to go back to your own hometown, things have changed. Old houses have gone, multi-storied buildings have come up, parents have moved, siblings have moved as well, and friends scattered all over the world. Suddenly, you feel that you've gone back home, only to feel like an outsider. Work abroad and retire in India sounds like a fantastic dream, but is it realistic? Not just me. You might have heard many NRIs fantasizing about the same thing, about retiring in India with a lower cost of living, with culture and family around us. But when the time comes, suddenly places like Spain, Portugal, Dubai, or even Bali, where you know nobody, don't even know the culture, starts looking tempting. Why does this happen, my friends? Because we've adapted to a global lifestyle. We're used to better infrastructure, cleaner air, and more retirement-friendly communities. And also good quality, if expensive, healthcare. Retiring in India, or wherever your heart takes you, is often possible only if you can seamlessly re-enter the place that you left behind years ago, with a strong support system and a network of family and friends. Otherwise, it's a different reality. For me, India is one country, but it can be completely different worlds depending on where you go. And to top it all, logistics, tax implications, bureaucracy, and unseen challenges should all be taken care of and considered. The second reality, my friends, is the money and the meaning. We can't talk about freedom without talking about money. How much money we need depends entirely on the lifestyle that we want to lead. For a simple small town life in India, a 1 to 2 crore rupee corpus might be enough. But for a decent city life, with travel, with premium healthcare, etc., you're probably looking somewhere in the range of 7 to 8 crores in order to be safe. Of course, there's the famous 4% rule, that you invest a pile of money and withdraw 4% every year to live on it forever. I even made a video explaining it once, which nobody watched. But if you would like to watch it, I'll link it somewhere up here, so you should be able to find it. But here's a quick summary of what the 4% rule is, my friends. It works beautifully on paper, but life isn't a spreadsheet. And withdrawals never feel as secure and smooth as theory suggests. Market downturns are real and can feel really terrifying when you're just spending and not earning. The theory breaks when anxiety takes over. But having said all this, money is still the easy part. The difficult part is the purpose, the meaning. What would you do if you had 7 days a week of free time? How would you spend it? My friend is very clear. He wants to be a potato farmer and start a potato farm in Uttaranchal. But that may not be to everybody's taste. It may not be everybody's idea of retirement. What would you do? Would you write a book? Would you teach? Would you volunteer? Would you mentor young people? What would you do? You need to choose, because if you don't choose, boredom and inertia will choose it for you, and it will choose something that you may not like. For the moment, I'm still busy with work during the week. and evenings belong to family. On weekends, I try out some of my creative pursuits. This YouTube channel is one, for example. Although my wife would like it if I did a bit more of the chores around the house. But if I had a whole 7 days to do nothing, what would I do? Freedom can be scarier than it looks. Without structure, every choice feels heavy. That's when I realized freedom from work isn't necessarily about quitting. Instead, it's about having the financial and mental freedom to choose what fills your day. The next reality, my friends, is the identity crisis. Perhaps the most critical, but often the least discussed challenge, the emotional return. Retirement planning isn't just financial, it's emotional and it's practical. It's almost an identity overhaul. For decades, your identity was tied to your job, to your title, and to your fancy foreign salary, and of course to your routine. You were that successful NRI that everybody looked up to. But when you retire and return, along with losing that structure and that validation, you also risk feeling like a tourist in your own homeland. Friends have moved on, and family is so used to seeing you as a visitor that although you belong everywhere, you sort of belong nowhere. So what's the answer, my friends? The answer probably lies in flexibility. Retirement does not have to be a one-size-fits-all. It does not have to be a full-time commitment to India or to anywhere else for that matter. It could be several things depending on the way you visualize it. It could be seasonal living. You split your life between different places, between India, between your new home, or travel elsewhere if you want to. It could be project-based. Some people I know have started their passion business at the age of 60s, not just to earn money, but to keep themselves busy. And thirdly, you can soft launch yourself into retirement. You can start by reducing your workday. You can start by reducing your work hours, maybe do some side consulting projects, and then slowly ease into a life which has got less and less structure. India offers unmatched emotional rewards, at least for me, because there's family, there's culture, and a sense of belonging. But you must plan for the practical and the emotional friction, not just the logistics, the healthcare, the challenges, and the bureaucracy. Before you click to buy that one-way ticket back to India, ask yourself these 4 ruthless questions. Am I prepared to switch my mindset from saving to spending? It's really harder than you think, especially when you've been earning all your life and then you have to stop earning and start spending. Am I chasing a number just to feel secure, or am I chasing a life that I actually love? What does freedom actually mean to me? Is it doing nothing, or is it doing what I choose to do? And finally, how will I create a new purpose and routine when the old one vanishes? Retirement, my friend, isn't a return to the past. It's about courageously navigating and creating a new and meaningful life today. The money is just the fuel. What makes it more meaningful and fulfilling is the purpose and the meaning behind it. So my friends, let me repeat it once again. The India you left or the hometown you left is not the hometown that you'll return to. You need to adapt your retirement strategy to the reality, not just to the romanticized ideal. For many, India may be perfect, but is it perfect for you is the question that you need to ask yourself. A split life or even a third country may make better emotional and financial sense for you. And freedom, as I said, is all about having your choices. So tell me in the comments, my friends, which of these 3 realities, nostalgia, money, or identity, scares you the most? Hit subscribe for more real talk on NRI life, money, and career choices. Until next time, plan smart and don't let nostalgia write your future for you. I'll see you in the next one.